keep it a stack. I don't feel like recording today. I mean, I can barely speak because everyone's asleep. So I have to kind of whisper. I don't know if the audio is coming off okay, but yeah, today we came to the Algarve. How'd trip go so far?
Trip go very well so far. You listen to Selena. Very nice. Very bad angle for me. Thank you. Oh.
Is that better?
Yes, it's better.
Gas station type shit. En route. This the crib for today. One thing that did happen today is we were in a rush to leave the house, and I left my camera on top of the car, and I forgot that it was there. My Sony A7C, and we drove off, and I only realized what had happened here. So, I mean, we called neighbors and the porter of the condominium, and they couldn't find the camera. So I don't know what happened to the camera, but I'm just assuming it's gone, and that's really annoying. There's not much else to say. I mean, that camera was super important to me. Honestly, probably the second most important thing after my laptop. I'd rather lost my phone than my camera, but oh well. Anyways, I was gonna start driving up here to come get it, but I was gonna try to drive up to Lisbon because I'm in the Algarve right now, but it's a 2.5-hour drive, and I was like 30 minutes into it, and I'd realized that I kind of came to peace with it. I'm incredibly privileged, so I'm just able to buy a new camera. Well, to be fair, I earned the money working last summer, so I'm going to use that to buy a new camera, but I don't know, man. Absolutely ridiculous. I felt like such an idiot. Such an idiot. It really sucks, man. But on the bright side, it's actually really hard to think of a bright side for this. I guess the easiest bright side is this giving me an opportunity to practice cognitive reframing and, trying to be happy and maintain a positive and optimistic disposition during negative times. Because I can't stress this enough. I know right now it doesn't seem like that big of a deal because I've mostly come to terms with it, but it was soul crushing when I realized. Absolutely soul crushing. But, there's nothing I can do about it, right? It's gone. And yeah. I can't go back in time and unlose it or do that silly thing. But what I can do is I can control how I feel right now and how I react to what happened. So am I gonna choose to, wallow in the pain or whatever? No, it makes no sense. I don't want to lose a camera and be upset. I'd rather lose the camera and be happy, right? It doesn't make sense to double the negative. But yeah, that's what happened today. In other news, I have shipped out the newest implementation plan for the zombie hotel game So I'm probably going to do a devlog of it soon. However, the devlog is going to have to be recorded with my inbuilt webcam, unfortunately, for my laptop. But hey, I'm lucky that I even have a camera to record in the first place. You know, so... Anyways. This has put a wrench in the plan for making YouTube videos, but honestly, on the bright side, that's one less thing I have to, stress about not doing. So, hey, there are bright sides to this. There are. And, I'm upset, and it's still I still have this feeling in my body of just unhappy, not unhappiness, sadness, but defeat. But, it wouldn't be cognitive reframing if there was nothing to reframe, right? If it was perfectly framed already. So, anyways, yeah, I feel like usually the suffering that I deal with because of my privilege and my general lack of inner problems, hardcore inner problems, due to a lot of growing that I underwent and a lot of healing. I haven't felt like this in a while. So it's probably good. It keeps me humble, keeps me on my toes. And honestly, at the end of the day, I'm actually really proud of myself with how I dealt with this. I mean, yeah, it was 30 minutes, 45 minutes of just mental chaos and pain and anger and resentment. But I was able to switch that around pretty quickly too. I feel like I've lost a dear love of mine. But it's okay. I can also buy a new one, but even if I couldn't buy a new one, it happens. My job is to ascend above it and be greater and have more love than the negativity that affects me. Does that make sense? I don't know if this sounds pretentious or avoidant or anything, because that's not my goal. My goal ultimately is to be as fulfilled and as happy as possible. And I believe this disposition, this mentality, allows me to achieve that goal. Anyways, sorry about whispering, and this is a chaotic video journal, but I love you so very much, and I'll see you tomorrow. I'm probably gonna have to start recording the long-form video journals on my phone. I don't know how effective that will be, but it's okay. You live and you learn. Anyways, I love you so very much, and I'll see you tomorrow bright and early. Probably not. I'll probably see you tomorrow night, but I love you so much. Good night. Sweet dreams.